Oh, we love Tuesdays because it's another Springfield's Best Day where we get to connect with the best businesses around. And today's Springfield's Best member is Jimmy Spears from Delta Roofing. Great to see you.
Hello, how are you doing?
We're glad you're here.
We're very glad.
And we love Springfield's Best. Tell us, how long have you been associated with Springfield's Best and how you liking it?
Springfield's Best, we've been with them probably 2 years maybe after they started. So, I mean, we've been with them for a long time. Yeah, a long time, 20 years maybe. I can't really remember, honestly. But probably 2 years after they started, I think we started with them. So.
You must really enjoy the association and the networking possibilities with Springfield's Best because you've been with them so long. I see commercials on TV all the time for Springfield's Best. What would you say to a business that's maybe considering joining?
The best thing I think about Springfield's Best is they try to partner with companies that have the same values, that want to be the best, that want to do a good job, that want to follow through with what they say, you know, not just sell product, you know.
Yeah.
They actually want to do a good job.
And you were telling us before that this is a family-owned, operated business, your dad, yourself, your sister, and I feel like that's really important to being a part of Springfield's Best. Like you said, you're going to deliver on your promise, and that's kind of a traditional family value,
yeah,
wouldn't
absolutely.
you say?
Absolutely. I mean, my dad started the company in 1970, and you know, I started roofing straight out of high school, or actually through the summers in high school in '89. So, you know, one generation to the next, and continuing to try to do the right thing and try to take care of customers.
So Delta Roofing, though, is commercial building. So you don't do the residential, but you do the commercial. Doing that for as long as you have you seen a lot of changes in the industry and roofing materials? I'm sure technology's come a long way.
Yeah, there's a lot of changes. I mean, back in the old days, you know, everything was hot tar and that kind of stuff, and now we do, this area is really strong in single plies, white roofing, reflective roofing. We started doing white roofing in about 1978, so I mean, really before just about anybody in the area was doing it, but we tried pushing it back then, but now it's pretty much common. It's the most common roofing product out there now.
Wow.
And what area do you serve? You're based in Springfield, but how far out from Springfield?
I mean, we'll go anywhere that a customer wants us to go, but, you know, typical range is, you know, 120 miles or so, you know, a day, you know, a day travel.
Driving, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm curious, too, if there's, so you're commercial, if there's a business owner out there and I guess the obvious sign that you need a new roof is leaking, water leaking. But is there anything else they should be looking for, and maybe they should give you a call if something is happening? Like, what are the signs to look for?
I mean, leaking is obviously the biggest issue, but time, you know, roofs only last a certain amount of time, and if there's a warranted system, you need to get up every year and look at it and check the maintenance on it, clean out your gutters and drains and all that kind of stuff, which is a service that we do provide also. But you know, just to be able to keep your eyes on it, because a lot of times people think that, you know, you can't see it, so it must not be there.
Right.
And it can be deteriorating and causing problems, and with that, rotting decking and stuff like that, which, you know, a small problem becomes a large problem the longer you put it off.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And, you know, becomes a lot more expensive also.
Does the Missouri weather climate have to do with, because we have the hot summers, the sun beating down, the cold winters where you get the snow and the ice, that's got to take a toll on a roof.
Yeah, we have a lot of extremes, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Whenever it gets below zero and then it gets over 100 degrees, I mean, that's a pretty wide range, and so the roofing materials, they do definitely have to be able to perform under those conditions, because the bigger problems that we have in this area is extreme temperatures in one day.
Right.
You know, whenever it drops 30 degrees in one day.
Exactly.
You know, and it can shock the membrane, shock the roof, and can cause cracks in some of the older types of membranes and stuff like that.
Oh, that's terrible.
So commercial roofing, you also said you do gutters, or could you just go over all the services you do offer one more time?
Yeah, we do commercial roofing, flat, low slope style roofing. We do commercial style gutters that you see on businesses and that kind of stuff, which is a boxed heavier style gutter. You know, light sheet metal work, some sheet metal roofing, but mainly just low slope flat roofing. You know, it's one thing we do what we do, and we try to do it good. We don't try to do everything. You know, we want to do focus and do a good job on it.
It kind of your business
Absolutely.
kind of reminds me, in the old day when your handshake was your word.
Yes.
That's
Yes.
what it reminds me of. When you talk about your family and the way you're keeping the business, like you want to be a representative of the community because you are part of the community.
Right.
Which I love. Is like you just give a handshake, and that's your
That's
word,
your
and
word.
you're gonna deal with it. If there is a business owner watching, if they're thinking, you know what, it's almost time to get that new roof, I need to call Delta Roofing. What is the best way to get in touch with you? How do they get the ball rolling?
Well, the best way is to call our office at 417-831-5634 or our website, which is deltaroofing.net. We're in process of updating the website right now, so it's a work in progress right now. But the best way is just call our office and
And do it now. Get on their books. you
Yeah,
know.
exactly. I'm sure you're filling up with summer coming.
Summer, and then the hailstorms a couple weeks ago
gosh.
that went through town.
Exactly.
You don't wait till there's water leaking through your business.
Then you know.
Before you call Delta Roofing.
Absolutely.
Jimmy, thank you so much.
Thank
Thank
you
you very
so
much.
much.
It was nice to be here.
Absolutely.
Yes,
One of
absolutely.
Springfield's best right there.
There it is. Coming
you.
up, we will be showing new photos of fans in their best NFL gear in today's Show Us Your Colors segment. Don't go anywhere.